Good morning. Welcome to the Heart's Frontier. I'm Kate Graham, and if this is your first time joining us, then welcome. If it's not, then welcome back. So, this is the Heart's Frontier, as I said, a place where we expand our hearts, we explore what's on our hearts and also what's beyond them, and also stretching beyond the impact we can have on the world around us. Today, I'm feeling very much like telling you all to connect with nature, to connect with your spiritual self. It feels like sometimes it can be so easy to find reasons to stay indoors and find reasons to, tell ourselves that things are more important. But what really is important is understanding nature's impact on you and the pace of nature, the timing of nature, even. So I highly encourage you to do that today. Even if it's raining where you are, it's not raining here. It's quite sunny today. So I definitely need to spend some time outside and will do. But even if it's raining nearby, just to, you know, take a little bit of time, even to be outdoors under covering, right? But to actually, I love when it's raining and you can actually fully, fully immerse yourself and fully embrace actually the refreshing quality that rain has. So, Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, and total paradigm shift. So, you know how I was talking about you're going to have to prepare for a big change? I think the reason that I'm asking you to go into nature today is so that you do get tuned in with what is, true timing. The true pace of nature means that you're not going to have that feeling of overwhelm, and you're going to remind yourself how beautiful and quiet nature is. And so that you can actually tune into that now, so that when this big shock, when this big thing changes your life, or it might be multiple big things, but when this big shift happens for you, this next one, that you're going to be ready. We also have fairies, which say earth magic. And there's like this ethereal, like looking to the light image in both these cards. So I'm not asking you to get, stressed or disgruntled maybe about this change that's going to occur. I actually feel like it's in your best interest. And so because of that, it's more so just about like embracing, hey, it might look really different than what you're currently doing. It might look really different than what you thought you would be doing. And in some senses, it might need you might need to let go of things as well in order to accept all this new light that's coming in. Whenever I teach light in the Empath Energetics program, it's often with a tone of, hey, just so you know, in order to bring in all this light, you're going to have to let go of things that you didn't even know were dark shadows that were holding you back. So it is a little bit of that work, but at the same time, it's integration work right now, because I'm just still asking you to kind of involve yourself in healing. I think sense based healing, so root chakra stuff, sacral chakra stuff, and spending time outdoors. So it's like root, sacral, and crown feel like the focus today, chakra wise. And DNA karma. And, sometimes I read this card differently than others. Today, what I'm feeling from it is actually shifting yourself physically by, again, it's by spending time in nature, but by spending time actively healing, perhaps taking natural plants, supplements, or um, maybe even just being in a frame of mind that is looking to nature to be your teacher. It can actually shift you kind of on a, it's like on a quantum level, but on a physical level, that I feel a physical shift happening for many people in this collective. And it could be quite simple, and it could be quite subtle and also complex. The way that as you do energy work and as you receive more light into your body, you change your thoughts as well. As you change your thoughts, it also changes how you feel about things. That changes how you express yourself, how your face even appears. It's really fascinating how deep this healing can be, right? Like, have you ever gone away for a weekend and people say when you come back, oh my gosh, you look like a new person, because you've just had like stress melt off of you. So that shows up physically as well. So I'm seeing this down to the physical level, that this change is going to occur. Might also be that you're looking into doing a bit of like, I don't know, makeover or upgrade in your look in some kind of way. Yeah, you have be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. And another thing here really that's coming to me is this change that you're going to be going through, this positive shift. Um, you're going to want to make sure that the people who you want to take with you are with you, right? Which means you need to be there for them. And while you have this energy, while you have this space, if the change hasn't come in radically, disrupting everything yet, while you have this space, take time, when you go out on a walk in nature today, take time to reflect on who is important to you, who is showing you um, that same type of care that you wish to receive, and who feels like a really good reciprocal friend where you genuinely give to them and they genuinely give to you because they're just happy to. And make sure that these are the people who you're taking with you, right? And it might be wise to think about who's not coming with you in this next chapter, but people can weave in and out of our life. That doesn't have to have a huge impact on us. It's more like, who are we going to make sure that we choose to put that positive energy towards? Putting that good energy towards others is really important, especially as we go through things, right? Because as we go through things, um, sometimes we kind of discredit the value of how much other people are going to be helping us through those times. And I feel for this one, for a lot of people, you're going to have a few people in your life who stand out and really support you getting up to this next level. So, don't get overwhelmed. You're not going to need to do this alone. And even if you feel alone in this earthly realm, you always have spirit guides with you. So, some manifestation cards. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. So, if there's any part of you that doubts, the the shift that is happening, I really feel like a lot of the people who are listening to these messages do have a general sense of what the shift is, or at least what they're shifting out of, right? So shifting out of something is fine to focus on. You're also going to want to surrender yourself to, okay, whatever it is that shifts me away from this, I accept whatever it is, because it might look different than what you thought. And that's the thing that I really want to make sure it's clear. I really think it's going to look different. So because of that, we have to put our faith, to the test, or our faith is already being put to the test. This says, when I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. So that's what today is all about. It is Wednesday, so it's communication day, Mercury day. It's a perfect, or sorry, it's Tuesday. Wow. It's Tuesday. So it's Mars, conflict, aggression. I would also say like physical strength and tending to your physical body, physical needs. And Mars could be, what are the things that feel, in conflict with you? You might be able to really have a sense of that. What are the things that feel in conflict with this next chapter, this next phase of your life? And being grateful for those people. So even being supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. You could just send positive messages out to the people who you really care about and who care about you, and to just actually make that clear today, I think would go a long way with a lot of people. You never know what kind of day someone's having. And even if you talk to them, and even if you're thankful for them on a regular basis, when you feel that inspiration to do a little bit more, to say a little bit more clearly, I got a message recently that was just like at the exact right time to feel like connected, that someone said that they really appreciated me. And I was like, oh, like, and even though I know that people appreciate me, there's certain times where, so if you ever have a feeling, and it's especially someone in your close circle, send that message. So this says, I am patient, knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. So this is what I mean about, you don't necessarily get to know that the way you initially thought of or dreamed a circumstance or scenario to come true. You don't get to decide the pathway that happens, but you can absolutely trust and surrender to what is of the highest good, and can that come to me? And this card, there's like a pregnant woman on there, so it really feels all about like birthing. What are you actually, right now it feels much more in the pregnancy stage, but what is it that you're hoping to birth? And so having this positive faith and belief that this baby, whatever it is, a creative project or a romance, or perhaps someone is trying to get pregnant, or just a new life shift, maybe a new home, right? That could be something that you're working on. You're spending time in this pregnancy stage to actually grow the idea, and to, you don't even get to see it, right? It's hidden from you, but you have to believe that it's there and see that it's growing, no matter what the outer environment could tell you. And to have this faith and patience for when it's done, but it's not going to be done, it's not going to come out until it's ready. Like a really good cake, it's not done until it's done. You don't want to rush this process and end up with cake batter everywhere. That's not what you want. So gonna pull something from the Prism Oracle, and then we'll leave it off for today. And thanks everyone for understanding. I really did need I wasn't being very strict or on it about my blue light glasses. And so I was getting a bit of a migraine on the weekend. And yeah, thanks for understanding that I just needed to skip the collective energy reading. And I will come back this week for some open oracle readings one evening this week. So just double check my YouTube channel. I will schedule some out, and I'll schedule myself for the Sunday live as well. Yeah, and then I'm going to start getting into some new territories. So I'm really looking forward to that. And Empath Energetics is off to a great start for those people who are wondering how this program's going. There was more people who joined up than I thought, but there was also still a little bit of space left. So I know there's a couple people who might be filing in actually even today, tomorrow. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this round. It's going to be totally different than any other round I've done. And I'm also really looking forward to telling you all about these other things that I have been waiting to share. I didn't want to take any light away from Empath Energetics because it's such a potent and deep and powerful program. I didn't want to take anything away from that. But now I can talk more about hypnotherapy and pendulum charts and all these different things that I have different tools for you. So just look forward to that. Okay, so we have hunger and caution. I actually really like these cards for today. The caution to me feels like, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't think that this is just you. There's going to be support all around you for everything that you need. Everything that you're meant to do in this lifetime is fully supported. If not by the people directly around you right now, then definitely by people in the future, and your spirit guides, your spirit teams, your helpers, and your heart. Your heart is on your side for anything that is in true soul alignment you're meant to be doing. And that hunger, it's like, keep that hunger alive. And I had an experience yesterday. It was funny. I had this experience yesterday where I went to a store to grab materials for a new idea. And it's a new idea that I've needed a lot of bravery towards accepting, and where the challenging, imposter syndrome beast has definitely tried to show up a few times. And so, even just going in to get materials, I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. And I had someone helping me who was like, don't run before you can walk, and don't take on too much. And I think I was doing a pretty good job of listening to, not just buying everything in store, not just taking it all on or getting overwhelmed, but also I knew that I was a little bit, outside of my normal depths, and this type of thing, and that there would have to be learning that takes place in this process. And so it's really funny to have that reaction. And then as soon as I got to the cash register, the woman was asking me about this project, and how I came to do it. And she was just like fascinated and amazed. And it was like a total different, like, it wasn't telling me to slow down at all. It was like, oh, this world needs that. And there was like two different, perspectives and opinions, both valid, both coming from a true place for their own lives, but actually neither is truly relevant to me. So I could take the support, the wisdom of, don't run so fast before you can walk. And then I can also take in the excitement and the encouragement, but also not let it go to my head. And both of those things have some sort of value. But what's truly important is that I'm following what my heart is saying, and what I am being told by my guides, and what is appearing next. And the ease, the flow of, how easy it is for things to fall into place is how aligned they truly are, right? Because they're ready to go as soon as it shows up. And then also growth. So I love this card. The growth card definitely is speaking to me with like the flower, and it almost feels like it's got like sunshine rays coming out of it. So do take time today, perhaps connect to flowers. I saw the dog Tess here who lives on the property, and she had all these little flowers in her ear, like, she has long spaniel ears. So like the hair is all like wavy and hangs down over the ears, and there's like little flowers all in the bottoms, and she was so adorable, just lying in the sun, and I was petting her and she was just falling asleep in the sun, like mouth open and sunlight hitting her. And it was just like a total moment of like, yeah, you can just bask and be happy and know that others care about you and you are supported. And that's what I'm asking you to do today. So even if it's not sunny where you are, I'm asking you to bask in nature today and know that nature is supporting you. Mother Nature is there. Your spirit guides are there. I'm certainly supporting you in your highest mission and the highest good, all coming to you. And I really truly mean that. If you're here in this collective, I fully am supporting you stepping into your highest soul expression, even if that's a little bit like intimidating and even if it's a lot different than where things are at now. So, whatever's next for you is coming at you. I think it's going to be a really big shift. I do feel that for most people in this collective, that we're on the cusp of a pretty radical time for people who are here. And so, I would love to know what it is you're feeling coming in, but also just what you end up doing in nature, or how you're feeling today. Anything you want to share with me is totally fine. It's nice to get the comments here, and it's also nice to know some people watch and just watch regularly and comment every now and then. So you're welcome to interact. However, the people who like and comment and who are subscribing are the ones that I'm tuning into energetically here. So the more that you do engage, I think the more that your energy is also felt, and the more these messages are for you. So enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. I know I'm going to enjoy mine. I'm going to step outside into the sunshine momentarily. And yeah, we'll chat soon. Okay, take care, everyone.